This video will show you how to replace the rear inside door handle on a Toyota Matrix. This will be mounted to the inside door panel. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. With the door in the open position, we're going to remove our inside door panel. Now keep in mind during the removal process, you will have a wiring harness for the window switch. Now with that said, if you were looking where the inside door handle is, there's a small plastic trap door. We'll use a small pick or screwdriver to dislodge the trap door, and then we can continue on with the mounting hardware located behind it. We'll be using a Phillips head screwdriver for the mounting hardware here. I just have my Phillips head bit. That works as well. A thorough inspection of all mounting hardware as we continue on, replace as necessary. Now we're done in this area, let's make our way down towards the inside grab handle next. Looking down in here, you can see another Phillips head screw. Let's remove it. Now we'll just take hold of this. We should be able to slide it out of position. Continuing on, we're using a small trim tool. I want to start dislodging the door panel from the door itself. Now this plastic trim tool is going to make its way in between the door and the panel, and we should be able to gently start separating this. We just need to find a spot that we can make our way in between. There we are. Now once you do have it separating, typically you can make your way in by hand. Just be careful for any pinch points. There we are. In our instance, we have a small foam insulator that fell out of position. This should still be in place for you. We'll just go ahead and set this aside. Now we can take hold of this panel. We're going to have to gently lift it up, and we'll pull it away. Now we're just going to gently spin this, and we'll pay attention to our electrical connector leading to the back side of that window switch. It has a locking tab. I'm using a small screwdriver to gently press on the tab while I pull that out of place. Once it's dislodged, of course, a quick inspection for corrosion. I don't see any, so I'll set this aside, and we can also set aside the door panel. Now that we have the panel out of the way, we have a clear view of the inside door handle. Before we start dislodging this, let's just have a quick peek at each one of our two cables. We have a cable that leads up to the lock, and we have a cable that leads up to the handle. Now this is all one piece. We do just want to pay attention to the orientation of each one of these cables. Now we can start removing that handle. In between the two cables, you're going to find that you have a locking tab. You can either grab this by hand and gently pull away, or you can use something to gently pry as well. As I'm prying this away, I'm going to start sliding this towards that lock. It should only go so far, and then we can pull it away. Now, as you can tell, I did have to slide it. I have two locking ears along this area and then that one locking tab. Now, obviously, this handle is upside down if we're looking at it from the back side, so the green should be down along the bottom here. Either way, each one of these cables will have to be dislodged from the handle itself, along where the connector portion is. Then you'll find the cable makes its way over towards either the handle or the door lock knob itself. So for this, I'm going to continue on by gently pulling this out of place. It should slide out of there fairly easily. As you continue on, confirm that there's no damage to either of the cables. Just slide that right out of place. Next one, same process here, but what you're going to find is the cable actually has a small hooked end. That cable looks good as well. There it is, friend. Now, of course, we're going to make sure we clean and inspect our mounting surface. We have our vapor barrier, but realistically, we want to go ahead and make our way behind that and confirm that nothing's rotted, weak, or damaged in any way, especially along the mounting points. It's very uncommon unless there's moisture inside of the vehicle, but it's something to take note of. We've already inspected each one of our two cables. We know those are in good condition. Now it's time for installation of the brand new inside door handle. We'll have a look along the back side here. This is where the cables are going to have to go in. Now, as you know, the cables will have to be reversed because we're looking along the back. The one for the door lock itself is the hooked end. We want to make sure we have this in the proper orientation, so when it's sitting in the vehicle, it won't bind in any way. This is important. Once you have the hooked end in the proper position, we're going to go ahead and put this connector piece into the handle itself. Line it up, press it in. After an audible click, you need to give that a tug. It should not slide out of place. If it does, there could be damage to that cable itself. Either replace it or you could use a wire tie if necessary. This is tight as it needs to be, so I'm going to continue on to my next cable. As for this cable, we're going to start with the end that slides into this area of the handle itself. We'll gently flex, align it, slide it into position. Now we're pressing this in. Audible click and a tug. At this point, we can install the door handle to the door itself. We have the hooked area that lines up here. We're going to slide it towards what would be the front of the vehicle and lock it in along this area. Let's see our hooked ears. Pressing it all the way. It lines up. It presses in. Double check to make sure that's secured in place, and let's continue on with the door panel. As for installing the door panel, we want to pay attention all the way around, confirming we have each one of our mounting pieces. After you're sure of that, we're going to focus on our window switch. We can see it in this area here. We need to connect the electrical connector. Listen for a click here. As we bring the door panel over, we're going to focus along the top of the door panel. We can see this ridge making its way all the way across the top. That's going to need to go over the ridge along the top of the door here, close to where the window is. We're holding the bottom out and away, and we're tapping down along the top. Continuing on, we need to focus along where the door panel and the door meet. Each one of those tabs needs to be aligned, and we'll tap this into the proper position. Let's just make sure that that is secured all the way around. We'll continue on with our mounting hardware. We're going to use our Phillips head screw directly inside where that inside door handle is. Make sure that's nice and tight. We'll protect the area with its protective panel. Make our way down towards the grab handle next. Now for this, of course, we need to install our insert first, so we'll take this and we'll line it up, press it all the way down. We have the area in the center for our mounting screw. Start it in, snug it up. Now, prior to shutting the door, we want to make sure the inside door handle functions as it should. So with that said, I want to test it. I'm using a 1/4-inch extension directly inside of the latch area here. I'm going to press it all the way outboard. Now at this point, you can see the latch is in the fully latched or locked position. I'm applying pressure, essentially pulling. It's not releasing. This is a good sign. Now I'm going to pull on the inside door handle with it in the unlocked position. It's unlocked. As you can tell, that did release as it should. If it did not release properly, you might still be in the locked position, or you don't have something properly aligned. Okay, it functions properly. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.